Hey, what is up guys? It's Lobomon for Game here, and today we got another match featuring Security Control Beelstarmon versus 3 Musketeers. So this match is actually going to be our finals, and we'll determine who gets first place for tonight at our locals. My opponent rolled higher than me, so he's gonna go first. I do apologize in advance if you see all the glare that's happening right now, just because we had a bright, well-lit room. But he's gonna go ahead and pass me to 1, hatching my egg out during my turn, and I'm gonna play down the reinforced memory boost. This will reveal Wyvern's Breath and an 8-inch Javelin. I went ahead and added Wyvern's Breath just because I want to control when I want to use it, and then I put 8-inch Javelin back on top of my security so I can go ahead and plus off during my opponent's turn. My opponent's gonna go ahead and Digivolve into his level 5, putting himself at 2. He ditches his option card. So my opponent was thinking of swinging over here, but he actually just plays a purple mat, putting me back to 2. Then he recurs his option card since it is purple. Draw for turn over here. And I'm thinking what I wanted to do. I believe I popped the reinforced memory boost so I can be at 5. And then I hard play the Wyvern's Breath since he's going to be at 3, putting him back to 3 anyway. Deleting the board, resetting it. So now it's his turn again. He has to start from scratch. So he's just resolving his effect since it's an on deletion effect. And then from here, it's his turn. He hatches. He digivolves into his level 3. I'm not too sure if he had a level 4 in hand or if he just wanted to hard play just to play around security control. But he hard plays a cost 7, putting me back to 4. Then it's my turn. So I'm looking at the memory gauge here, and I'm putting him back at 2 because I'm about to play 8-inch Javelin, drawing 1, minusing the X amount times 1,000 to delete his Digimon. Then he's gonna go ahead and be at 3 anyway. He promotes. He then swings into my security, hitting an 8-inch Javelin. I draw 1 to go ahead and minus the DP on him. He gets his on deletion effect from his inheritable, and he also gets to mill from Impmon. He mills 2 more Impmons and 1 more Beelstarmon. Ooh. But that just reduces his cost by 3 now, which I guess is okay. But that's 1 Beelstarmon out. And we're not too sure if there's any security at this point too, which is kind of good on my end. He's going to go ahead and play Nailbone since he has purple on the board. He's going to bring out a level 3 and a level 4. I believe the level 4 should be a blocker. Yep. Plays the blocker. It's my turn. I play a Black Tamer, putting me at 0, and then I play Gerald Schwarmer since I have black now, deleting both his Digimon, starting from scratch again. At this point, we're both controlling each other's boards. It's as if we started this game from turn 1 again. So he hatches, and then he plays Deputy, milling 4, or revealing first. Everything else gets trashed. He actually hits only 1 card, which is the option card, which is still good. I mean, like, from there, I'd rather have something better than nothing, you know what I mean? So my opponent over here is debating whether or not he wants to hard play or Digivolve. But I believe he's just gonna go ahead and warp Digivolve into Gundramon for a cost 6, putting me back to 4. Yeah, he's still thinking actually. Yep, he went ahead and warped Digivolves. Then he's gonna go ahead and reveal 5. And I believe he whiffs on the option card that he needed, which was Nailbone, I'm assuming. My turn again. I draw for turn, waiting for everything to resolve first, making sure our memory's good. I finally draw into my Salamon, so I slapped out on my egg. And then I want to go ahead and get some board presence. I ended up playing Cauldron because that's like the best card I could play off my hand, putting him at 3 again since he has the memory tamer. Drawing my 2 cards, so in case if I have 8-inch Javelin again, I can proc it off. His Gundramon's gonna go ahead and swing into my security, hitting a tactical retreat, which is just Unholy Wave in security. Then he plays Fly Bullet to go ahead and delete my Cauldron, which is unfortunate because now I lost my presence. I hard play another Dual Tamer so I can abuse memory next turn. And right now I'm looking at the board presence and he has nothing in his nursery, so I went ahead and looked through my hand and I realized I had Wyvern's Breath. So I'm going to play Wyvern's Breath to minus 1500 DP to his Gundramon, which deletes it. And then passing him 8 memory, which is pretty much a lot. You don't want to do that as often. But right now he has nothing, so I had to take advantage of it. He checks his trash to make sure that his Beelstarmon is playable, plays it for 3, which is great. That's very consistent. He's going to go ahead and add Nailbone and play Nailbone to go ahead and recur back his level 3 and level 4, one of them being a blocker, of course. So after setting those 2 down, he realized that there's really nothing much he can do here. He's going to have to pass turn and put me at 3, and then I gain 4 more memory just because I gained 2 each from the Izzy and Joe. So I was trying to find a way how I wanted to go ahead and clear off his board if I wanted to take care of the smaller ones first. But then I started counting my cards and then I started finding them down on the board just to make sure I wasn't miscounting them. I believe I had 2 8-inch Javelins at this point. So I played the first one, putting me at 1, minusing 9k. Yep, that's about 9k. And then I'm gonna go ahead and play the second one to remove it, just so it's not a big unit I have to deal with later on. Now he's gonna go ahead and start off the turn with 5 memory. I'm gonna assume that he has Beelstarmon in hand, which I'm ready for. But no, he's gonna swing at his level 3 first, checking his trash. Swings into Salmon, that one's gonna die of course. After that, he's gonna go ahead and swing with his blocker. My Kodramon's gonna come out, which gives me my 2 cards, but unfortunately, we did not catch this. Neither player caught this, that it was supposed to be -2 memory here. So he was supposed to be at 3 already. So he ends up hard playing his Rook, putting him to 2, which should have been actually back to 0. And then he's gonna go ahead and grab his Beelstarmon, playing it for 1, which moved my memory to 1. But looking back at it now, I don't believe it should really change game state, just because he's gonna go ahead and play Nailbone. And then there's nothing much he can really do after that because he can't attack with them. So he's actually going to go ahead and pass it back to me with 3 memory. And then my 2 tamers are going to pop off, which puts me back to 7, as you can see right now. Yep, there we go. Now it's my turn, drawing for turn. I'm debating how I want to go ahead and clear off his board. I do have 7 memory to work with. So what I was thinking was to swing with Kodramon first into security, hoping that it would live, because I have a tactical retreat in hand. I swing into Deputymon, thankfully. Now I play the tactical retreat, putting him back to my security, just so he doesn't get deleted. And then I'm going to go ahead and play Gerald Schwarmer, since I have Black Tamer on the board. Just kidding, I'm going to go ahead and play Beelstarmon. That will get me Schwarmer, and play it for free. Basically the same thing, just with more cost. Now it's my opponent's turn. I'm surprised he's not putting anything into his raising. Now he's lifting up Beelstarmon. I'm not too sure if he wanted to attack here or not. He was debating, but he went ahead and swing since he knows what it was, which is Kodramon, drawing 2 cards. Then he hard plays a Deputymon, trashing or revealing 4 first, which would get him Gerald Schwarmer. Thankfully he didn't miss. And then my opponent and I were discussing what could we do to go ahead and clear out each other's board. Like, we were just predicting each other's moves. Then he's just gonna go ahead and play the Fly Bullet, deleting off my Beelstarmon so he can gain tempo. But since he has 2 or more Digimons, he's gonna go ahead and max me out to 10. Draw for turn. I drew into a Wyvern's Breath. Not too sure if I would play it on the spot. Yep, it looks like I'm just gonna play it on the spot. Looking into his security, I need to start chipping off some damage over here, so I'm gonna go ahead and swing with Kodramon. And then I hit into a Gundramon, unfortunately. And then I'm going to go ahead and pass him to 4 memory, playing Reinforced Memory Boost. Putting that card on top because why would I want to see that on my hand, right? Then he's going to go ahead and swing with Deputymon. Brings out the Zwart. Zwart comes into play. Then he's going to go for the big brain moves and throws down Beelstarmon. Beelstarmon's going to go ahead and recur, I believe, Trump Sword. And then he's going to go ahead and play Trump Sword to hit off my Zwart. Which, again, I lose a Digimon. But Zwart's going to go ahead and delete his Beelstarmon, which, you know, balances back the tempo back and forth. Then my opponent's going to go ahead and throw down a 3-cost rookie. Then he just passes it to my turn, resetting back to 3. Then I go back to 7. My opponent just wanted to double check the tamers because, honestly, these tamers are broken. They basically say that I punish my opponent for them playing Digimon. And I'm looking through my hand to see what I wanted to do. I believe I played a Geogreymon. Yeah, I played a Geogreymon, deleting off his Deputymon since I can't really attack into it. Then I popped off my Reinforced Memory Boost so I can go ahead and play another Geogreymon in hand from what the looks of it is, deleting off his other Digimon. And after that, I ended up realizing that he plays Gerald Schwarmer, so he can play that from Beelstarmon for free if he has it in hand, which he does. Yep, basically a free card. Gonna put Gerald Schwarmer to his hand. Oh no, he actually plays Nailbone. Oh, just kidding. He adds Nailbone, and then he plays Gerald Schwarmer, and then he plays Nailbone afterwards, which is really unfortunate on my end. He's gonna go ahead and put down his level 3 and level 4. As always, the blocker, really good. I'm gonna bounce myself back up to 8 memory. Debating if I wanted to promote here, but I'm actually just gonna go ahead and play the Wyvern's Breath, just because if I had promoted and I crashed my Salamon, I wouldn't have been able to play any yellow options just because I don't have any yellow on the board. Play Reinforced Memory Boost while I put the Fly Bullet on top on my security. He's going to swing into Fly Bullet. Fly Bullet's going to go ahead and take out his blocker, and then he's going to go ahead and hard play a Gundramon. Yep, he hard plays a Gundramon, putting me to 5, then I boost up to 9. My turn, and then I promote. I'm going to go ahead and swing into my opponent's security, start chipping off more damage. I do have 3 or less security, so both effects are going to pop off. He's going to go ahead and block with Gundramon. I still get my recovery +1 since I had 3 or less. Then I'm going to go ahead and play a Geogreymon, deleting his rookie. And then now that I have red, I play Happy Bullet Showering, deleting his lowest DP, which is just Gundramon himself. Now I'm taking a look into my deck, planning it out, see how many cards I have left versus how many he has left. He definitely has less than me. He's going to go ahead and play the Impmon to recur Beelstarmon. Beelstarmon's going to be played for free. Beelstarmon will be adding, I forgot which option. I'm assuming Nailbone? I'm going to assume Nailbone. Yeah, it's going to be Nailbone. He's already looking through his Digimons. He's going to bring out a level 3 and a level 4. Vilemon being the blocker, which is really good all the time. And now he's going to pass me Memory again, because there's nothing he can really do. And I jump up to 7. Looking what I can do. I don't want to Digivolve because I don't want to start thinning out my deck faster before he loses. So I'm thinking of hard playing some cards here. Fanning it out. Man, look at all those holy waves. How unfortunate. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and Digivolve. Luckily I drew into Joel Schwarmer. So now my plan is to go ahead and tactical retreat. And then after that I'm gonna go ahead and play Joel Schwarmer. He's still gonna have Beelstarmon on the board, so of course Beelstarmon I'm assuming he's gonna go ahead and swing into, which will go ahead and get me another Geogreymon back on board. And from there I just decided to go ahead and just deck him out. He plays his own Joel Schwarmer, putting me to 4. Then I promote. I do have yellow, although I'm not going to be playing those holy waves just because I'm not going to thin my deck out. Crash. Yep, no effects happen because I have more than 3 security. And then I play my own Beelstarmon, reducing its cost because I have 5. I'm going to add Joel Schwarmer back just in case he gets Nailbone, and then I'm going to go ahead and play Happy Bullet Shower because that's the only Digimon on his board. My opponent just wanted to double check if it deletes all lowest DP on the board, but it's just my opponent's. Passing him to 3, he's going to play another man. He's going to recur Beelstarmon once more. I believe I have this Ward in hand still, so I'm going to go ahead and pop my boost. Then I Digivolve over my Beelstarmon with my Zwards I've been holding since turn 1. Then I swing into his security, and unfortunately I bring out another Zwart. And at that point I'm just like, oh wait, did that just happen? Then I realize his deck, he's down to his last card after next turn. Zwart swings into me, I delete his Zwart. Zwart can't delete anything on my board because I have nothing. He hard plays his Beelstarmon once more, recurring Nailbone. Yep, he's gonna bring out the blocker. Then he Digivolves Zwart, deleting one of my tamers. But I'm going to jump back to 7. And then I'm going to go ahead and play my Joel Schwarmer. Yeah, I play my Joel Schwarmer. Then I play Salmon because I don't want to deck out and I need to start swinging him. But then I realized he was only at 1. Swings into security and hits an Izzy, which doesn't really matter at this point because all I have to do is just do whatever I want and end turn. He draws out. And that's gonna be pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Unfortunately, I was only able to get the first round of this. I couldn't get the second half due to technical difficulties, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you all next time. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. This is Lobomon for Game, signing out. See ya.